Welcome to Smalltalk Daily for Thursday, October 14th, 2010. This morning I wanted to take a look at a small piece of the library in CIncom Smalltalk, and that's the dialog library. So how do you do things like request files and request directories and that sort of thing? Well, you go to class dialog, and to request a file, there's a simple API, request file name. So on the Mac and on Windows, you'll get the standard dialog. By doing something like this, I'll do a print it so you can see what comes back. So I get a dialog. I'll move this over here. I have the directory, I have a list of files, so if I pick one and hit open, you can see that I get back the string for that file. Now if I want the directory, I do something like directory name, do a print it on that. I'll get a similar looking dialog, but you notice all the files are disabled, and if I scroll down here, I'll see there's a directory, so I'll pick that, hit open, and again I get the string back. Now, what else is there? Well, if you go to class dialog, you'll notice there's a whole ton of variations on this. I can request file name, I can give it a default file name, I can give it this, I can give it a window that I want it to be pinned to. So there's a whole bunch of variations on this. What I would suggest you do is take a look at class dialog and look at the options. You can see there are other options beyond file name, so that's what I wanted to focus on today. One other thing I wanted to get at though is this. You can decide not to use native dialog. So let's say that for some reason I didn't want to use native dialogs. I wanted a Smalltalk variation on that, but I wanted to have the same API supported. Well, I can do that. If I turn dialogs off, hit false on this, and then I do the same thing, request file name with this, and do a print it, you can see I get a little dialog up here, and it looks somewhat similar, but it's kind of Windows-ish in terms of its layout. And you can see if I scroll through, it's got the directories at the top, and if I pick the same file I did before, open, there it comes back, printing the same result. So even though I don't have a native dialog there, I've got the same kind of result from that request. Likewise, if I do this for the directory, I'm going to do a similar thing. Again, list of directories, no files in here. If I select one of these directories, hit choose, there it is. So I can pick native dialogs or not, and if I want to toggle them off or on, all I have to do is send this message. By default, it's going to be on. Normally, you would want platform native dialogs for file choosing, but if for some reason you don't want them, you can turn that off. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with Smalltalk.